So rapper Meek Mill was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in jail today for probation violations. Now, Meek Mill, I'm going to go through the things with his case and how many times he's violated his probation. And when I went through all this, and I'm going to share it with you guys, you will see why this judge just got upset with the whole situation and took that approach, because how some people are taking it. Jay-Z, he's saying that the sentence is too heavy handed, and many others. Well, obviously they didn't really read some of the things that Meek Mill was doing, and he was given so many chances, especially a brother at that. They never give brothers this many chances, but yet he was given a lot of chances over a whole decade with this same judge dealing with him. Meek kind of did this one to himself. Now, he was brought in on probation violations, and he had his attorney representing him. Also, he had a prosecutor. Now, the attorney was only on the case for 7 days. This is the same attorney that represented Bill Cosby in his case. The DA was only on the case for a few months. So the DA wasn't recommending jail time for Meek Mill. Neither was the probation officer recommending jail time for Meek Mill. But the judge has been there the whole time period. So when the case was going on, Meek had gave about a 40-minute speech to the judge. And at the end of all that, she did not want to hear nothing Meek Mill had to say. Now, she stated that I gave you break after break, and you basically just thumbed your nose at this court. She said that she was going to sentence him to state prison, where he would be eligible for state parole supervision after 2 years. And she said, then I'll be done with you. Then immediately Meek Mill was put into custody, and he said he quickly started to remove his gold watch and personal items and hand them to the lawyer, Brian J. McMonagle, before sheriff's deputy escorted him from the court. Now, they stated that he told the court that he is going to file an appeal immediately, and he took off to get locked up. Now, the judge is 61 years old, has been sitting the judge since 93, has been over Meek Mill's case since the beginning, and that she tried many options with Meek Mill outside of just locking him up this amount of time. Even when he went off on her in 2013, cussing her out, etc. She ordered him to etiquette classes. But one time she was following behind him. She ordered him for a community service at a Broad Street Ministry in Philadelphia. She ordered him to feed the homeless, but when she got there, he was sorting out clothes. When he recognized, oh, shoot, the judge there, let me start feeding him. She caught that. Then she brought that up in the midst of her about to sentence him and say, hey, listen, I saw what you was doing. Only reason you start feeding people is because you got caught. Then she brought up that he was scheduling shows outside of Philadelphia after her August 17th order to tell him he couldn't do no more shows outside of Philadelphia. So she was pissed off all the way around with Meek Mill. But the history of his case, he had got this case back in 2008 with drug and gun charges. He was supposed to get like 5 to 10 years, but he did 8 months, got out. He was supposed to only be on probation for 5 years. That's it. But he could not follow the rules of reporting, asking about travel, or submitting to a certain drug test. Now, he served 5 months for probation violations in 2013 and extended his probation to 10 years. Then February of 2016, Meek served 90 days for house arrest for violating probation for the 4th time. That was last year. Okay. This is time number 4. There are some people that's on papers like that. You do it one time, they're ready to lock you up. Now, he was arrested twice this year, once in St. Louis for fighting, but those charges were dropped. And then he was also arrested in Manhattan for reckless driving. Meek did not follow the rules. He failed drug tests. He stated that he was having issues taking Percocet, a narcotic prescription drug. Now, let's talk about that Percocet. Now, you hear Future always mentioning that, and what I forgot, isn't that song Face Off? I think that's the name of the song. Correct me if I'm wrong. He always talking about Percocet. Now, that drug is nothing good for you. But yet Meek Mill has an addiction problem with that, in which he should get help with addiction problems. But Meek messed up too many times. And I don't know what was in his head. I don't know. But I can't feel sorry for him with this situation, because he did this to himself. That woman just made you be on house arrest last year for 3 months. They didn't give you like a wake up call to say, you know what, I should get my act together. Last year, Nicki Minaj was testifying for him. And then after they broke up and he was being greasy with her, it's like, the last thing I'm going to do is be greasy with somebody that testified for me to help me out. So this woman constantly was giving him chances. He got arrested. He should have been gone then. He got arrested again. He should have been gone, but he couldn't follow the order. Then he scheduled a show in November in Syracuse, November the 4th. Canceled it a week and a half prior. Then all the people that had tickets, they wanted Meek to come. They started calling this judge office and saying that, could you please let him come, and just inundating her office with phone calls and emails. So that pissed her off too. So Meek was just doing a little too much. That's kind of how we say. You say Meek doing way too much. And the woman got pissed off, and that's why she locked him up. So Meek did this one to himself. If you're on probation, no matter who you are, just do what them people tell you to do. Pay your fee once a month. Report. Do your drug test. Stay off drugs. Whatever. Once you get from underneath them papers, do whatever you want to do after that. But as long as you're on paper, you got 1 foot in the jail and 1 foot out. Always remember that. You're not free to go do whatever you want to do. That's what you must understand. Meek was given too many chances, and now he get in state prison. So if he laying in the state prison bed right now, he should think all the times that this judge gave him, all the times that he was just saying, forget this judge, I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's exactly why she got pissed off. So, don't take the example of Meek Mill. That's the only thing I'm saying in this video. Do what you're supposed to do. My thing is stay out of trouble so you won't be in the criminal justice system and won't be on papers. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Share the video, like the commentary, subscribe, and make sure to click that notification bell. That way you'll get a notification exactly when we upload new videos.